Hi everyone, I'm Debrah Mowlem. I was born and bred in Zimbabwe. I now live in the UK. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm a mother to three beautiful girls, and I'm a businesswoman, an author, and a speaker, among other things. I'm going to talk today about my business journey. I knew when I was young that I love writing. That was my go-to thing. I didn't mind my own company because I could create my own little stories and sit and actually enjoy and be into the stories. I didn't know that would lead to my purpose. I didn't know that. And so as I grew up, I kept writing. As I tried to pursue jobs. I did try to get jobs. But again, with my inquisitive mind, I was not meant to work for someone. So I learned to do business. I did learn to do business from a very early age. I remember when I was at school, at primary school, I would get $1 pocket money and I would buy a packet of sweets that I would sell at school and make $2. And I'll buy 2 packets of sweets that I would sell at school and make $4. And this would go on, and I was so strict on myself, and I would do the bookkeeping, and I would write down what's coming in, what's going out. And from then on, I got the taste of business. So I really wanted to do business. And I was very lucky because I wasn't scared to dream big. So when I moved to the UK, I carried on with learning how to do business and looking for opportunities where I could start from. And I met a few people who were very instrumental in my success. They took me by hand and taught me. Unfortunately, when they taught me, these people already knew a lot of business. So they taught me in their business jargon that was, sometimes I would spend time looking for meanings of words and stuff. So as soon as I learned how to do business, I launched my first business. I wrote a business book, a simplified version, similar things, but just simplified so that people like me, coming from a non-business background, can pick up this book and learn how to start their own business and run it successfully without having to learn the meanings of words. And from that book, I then got this urge, this feeling to go back and help the women in the village that I'd grown up seeing, women who work so hard and get so little in return. So I went back and I spoke to a few women, and they started asking questions, and we started working together. And this grew into an organization that's called Business Ladies Forum, where I try to simplify business for women. I try to help women who create. Women in Africa are so hardworking and very, very creative. They'll create anything. But the problem I found is we don't learn the business side of our creativity. Because once we create the jewelry, once we create the clothes, once we do the art, we don't know how to market it. We don't look for the marketing side of it, the business side, how it can actually sustain our lives. So that's where I'm trying to work with women to say, look, when you create this, when you make this, you've got an amazing product. You can actually make a business out of it. I'm trying to talk to women that you don't have to learn how to cook to start a restaurant business. What you need to learn is the business side of it. You can always hire a chef. And that's really hard for people to learn because everyone wants to learn to make. Everyone wants to learn to create a product, which is amazing. It's good, very, very good. But then the business side of it gets neglected. So the products are there. They're all waiting, but there's no business. There's no business theme to it. So people then lose money, and then people end up saying business doesn't work and come up with all these excuses. Because I'm a woman, because I'm in Africa, because I'm poor, because I'm not educated, it doesn't work, which isn't right. especially now with the internet and everything else. We need to broaden our horizon. I found out business isn't easy. It's not easy. You don't just wake up and you set it up and it runs. No, you're going to fall a few times. And you have to keep learning. You have to keep learning to make it. You can't just stumble, fall, and stop. That's not how it works. There are a few important points you need to learn. You need to include every day in your business life. First point you need is passion. You have to be passionate about your business. I always tell ladies that your business is like your baby. How important was your baby when he was a little baby coming out of hospital? That's your business. That's how you treat your business. It's that important. You have to keep watch over it. You have to learn how to deal with it. And you have to learn not to drop your business, just like you learned not to drop your baby. You have to be passionate about it. And you have to protect it. It's your baby. And you have to have belief. In Africa, we are very good at believing in God. We've got such strong belief system, but we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in our ability to do. I think it's from the history of colonization, apartheid. We are not a strong, self-confident people. I know many people say, oh, I'm wrong on this, but I am so right. Look inside yourself. Do you believe you can move a mountain? Do you believe you can create an international business as you are? Or you start coming up with excuses. Oh, I don't have the degree in business. Oh, I don't have the money to do it. Oh, I'm not this, I'm not that. All sorts of excuses. But I'm telling you right now, if you believe, you can do it. The third point you need in your everyday business life, networking. I'm not talking about your church friends, your neighbor friends, your social friends. I'm talking about networking with right-minded people, business people who take your brain from this level to a higher level in the business world, people who challenge you to think, people who push you to achieve your dreams. You need to network with like-minded people. Don't be afraid to network with people who are higher than you in business. Those people who push you to think to their level and beyond. And don't be afraid to network with people who are lower than you in the business level. Those people push you further. Because as you teach, you learn. As you tell those people, give them advice, you'll be learning. Something you keep doing over and over again will stick into your head. So as you learn and do your business, also help those who are trying, who are a few steps behind you. Give them a hand, it will help you. So don't be afraid to network with people from all levels of life. Don't burn bridges. Don't sweat the small stuff. Keep learning, especially now with the internet and everything. Marketing, for example, it's changing every day. It's becoming easier every day. So you have to keep on your toes. You have to keep learning. You have to keep being creative. You have to achieve that unique selling point. Why should I buy from you? Why should a customer stop and look at your product? By learning, by keep creating, by being amazing at what you do. Don't cut corners. When you brand. Make sure your product will be noticeable on the shelf. People will come and pick it up. And don't be afraid to use experts in any field. be it branding, marketing, web designing. Use experts because they know what they are doing, and listen when they talk. All they can do is give you advice. They can't tell you what to do with your business. They will give you advice. It's up to you to realize that that advice will help you in your business to get from this level to a higher level. So don't be afraid to ask experts for help. Don't be Billy, someone who wants to do everything himself. Jack of all trades. That's what I meant. You can't learn to do everything yourself. You waste a lot of time trying to learn how to design the website, how to do the perfect marketing, how to do the branding. Whereas there are experts that you can bring in and you can brainstorm with them. All you have to do is tell them, I want a BCD. They will create it with you. They'll work with you to create your dream. And saying, I don't know, is great. When you don't know, say you don't know, so you can learn. If you say you know, people just assume you know what you're doing and leave you to it. But if you say, guys, I don't know what I'm doing here, people will help you. Business is hard, guys. I don't want to lie to you, but it's doable. Everyone who's doing business right now, they were not born doing business. They had to learn. Once upon a time, they were babies. That's what I tell myself. It's hard, yes, but I can learn. I can learn how to do that. And take time to absorb, to learn. And when you fall, which you will, dust yourself off. Give yourself time to cry and heal. Don't cry for years. Cry, heal, dust yourself up, start again. Because that fall is a lesson. You won't fall again on that stage because you've already fallen on that stage and you now know what you did wrong on that stage. Now we are moving on further to your next stage. And don't be afraid to use a coach or a mentor or your network. Pick up the phone and ask your network, guys, I'm on this stage, I'm struggling, what do I do? The best advice I can give right now is learn. Don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to start your life. I think all this pandemic, all this lockdown have taught me, and I hope you, that it's time to follow your dream. It's time to learn and just do it. Don't keep procrastinating and giving yourself excuses and sitting and crying. You never have enough of anything. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough degrees. I don't have enough this. I'm in the wrong area. You always have these excuses. Just start. Just go for it. And put yourself in a position where you've got support. Your network will hold you up. And learn to create international businesses. Don't be limited. There's no more borders nowadays on the internet. You can create an international business from your home. Especially now, platforms like Herstory, they are helping us to grow. Use these platforms to grow, to learn, to reach further, to achieve your dreams. Thank you so much for having me today. I've been Debrah Mowlem.